I'm Michelle Brown, and I am interviewing today one of my favorite people, Barbara Kaplan with Design Dimensions. And we are talking today, the topic that Barbara picked today is how to discover the true you through your design choices. So I would love to introduce you to Barbara Kaplan. Barbara, just give a little bit of background about your journey of discovering the true you through design, because that is your whole life's work.
Absolutely. And I have experienced it all myself, and it came out of me and out of all my clients that I've worked with, the thousands of clients that I've worked with. And it's all about you in your environment and how you feel. In the method that I have, I call the Bajaro method, which is my method of interior design. I have a tagline that says, "Rooms have no feelings, you do." And really that's the key, because when you're designing, you're not designing the room for the room. You're designing the room for you to live in it, to be happy, to be sad sometimes, to feel good, and to experience your life as it unfolds every single day. And because of that, you need to have it support you. You need to have it nourish you and help you express who you really are, so you can be honest with yourself.
I love that. That's so wonderful, because everything you do totally resonates with me, because everything you do in design, it's kind of like that's what I do in my world of wellness, is really help people drop in and find what feels good to them and how they can feel good. And I work on that myself too, as how is it possible to feel really good inside and then bring that feeling good out into all your projects, your communications, your relationships, and your space, which makes a really big difference.
Exactly. And there are times that you don't feel so good, that
Yeah.
you're not happy, that you do have a pain or an ache. So what do? Where do you turn? You turn to your environment. Of course, I turn to you, Michelle, for my wellness and well-being so often. Yet while I'm doing that with you, I also need to be supported by my environment, by what's around me. Oftentimes I do close my eyes when we're working together.
Mm-hmm.
However, I close my eyes and then I'm still affected by what I was seeing. And I will be affected when I open my eyes, by what I will see. So it's so important that everything you look at right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm looking around my own office and I'm looking at, the work that has to be done, or the work that I've accomplished, something that makes me happy, a beautiful plant, or anything that triggers an emotion, and everything does.
It's true. That's really, really valuable, because there's so much research today about how to regulate your nervous system, which basically means how to manage yourself.
Yes.
And our nervous systems get so tied up from stress over the years that builds up. And so, what's really, really cool, what you're talking about, is one of the exercises that helps you regulate your nervous system is just to move your eyes and look around your room and really see, like I'm doing it right now, just see what's there. And if you have a room where you have beautiful plants, beautiful things that really make you feel good, it just helps you relax a little bit and take some of that stress out of your mind, out of your body. So then you're not carrying that tension around, which gives you a great tool to be able to use so that you can feel good. Feeling good is so important.
That's what it's all about. And I always encourage people to surround themselves with beauty. Now, my definition of beauty and your definition of beauty is different. So
Right.
it's about going inside yourself and finding out what is beautiful to you. What colors do you like? What shapes do you like? Do you want wood? Do you want metal? Do you want glass as far as materials are concerned? What's the style of the furniture that you have around you? Are you contemporary, traditional, transitional, and on and on and on? So it's so important before you create that environment that you're looking at, that you learn about yourself, that you learn what you like, what you don't like, the triggers for you, the association that you have with items. What are you keeping around you that have negative memories or glorious, happy memories? You know, it's just all so intertwined, and it really takes a lot of thinking and feeling and honesty and
Yes.
awareness of what it is that I would have to say who you are.
Mhm.
I would say that's a better way of saying it. It's who you are. You are an expression of all your experiences. And that's what you bring into your home. You
It's so
bring all
true.
that in, and then you plop it down somewhere,
Mhm.
and then you kind of take it for granted. So often when I go away for a few days or even longer, and I come home, I look around and I see my home with fresh eyes. And I say, oh, what was I thinking when I put that over there? I'm going to move it over here, or I'll move it into the garbage. Or I just want to see it. This is so beautiful. I appreciate it all the more. I'll put it in a more important space.
Right.
It could be any and all of those things. And
Ah,
it's about the awareness.
right. It's totally true. Awareness. So that's why I love talking to you, because awareness of your space and the things that make you happy. That awareness is also so important, to actually let yourself discover what you like and don't like, and discover being inside your body so you can feel what you like and don't like. Otherwise, it's just like a thing, and you don't put much value in it. But if you really let yourself play with
Yes.
play with what makes you feel good. So for me, what makes me feel good is just sitting down in my little exercise space with a few plants around it and being able to see out the windows and just really settling in and breathing. And I love that, having that lightness around me, that space. If I have too much darkness, I don't like it at all. So being light, for me is really good. For other people, they like that cozy darkness. But you have to really be aware inside yourself and take the time to drop in and feel a little bit inside you so that you can be aware. And I think it's really important to be aware of yourself so that you can play with bringing that awareness into what you like and what you don't like around you.
Exactly. I'm so happy that you see that for yourself,
Mhm.
because you are giving that to people. All those positive energies that you're producing it from your environment, from inside of you, it's so critical that you're happy where you are. And
Yes.
that's very often when I work with clients in a work area, in a commercial area. They think, well, when clients come in, they have to see this, they have to see that, and they have to
Mm.
feel this. Well, the truth is, they have to feel you.
Mm.
If you're happy in your space, you will have a successful client interaction. So it all begins with you. You're so right, Michelle. You must
Yeah.
be happy.
Oh, it's true. Um, it does all begin, with you on the inside. And I just know that the lighter my environment, the more light that I can bring into me. And it's interesting, which I love this, which exactly what you're talking about is there's a space around your body that It's there all the time. And sometimes we get so dense and worried and think so much and get stressed that we can't even see or feel the space around us. That's actually what happens when you get really stressed. Your pupils dilate and you close up because you're in a protective mode, in that fight or flight mode.
Yes.
But when you're more relaxed, and you can move your eyes around to do this, to actually shift your nervous system, then you can feel more around you. And I think that's really important when you're setting up your space too, because you want to feel what feels good here, which is what you're talking about. Feel what feels good there. And if that thing belonged to your great aunt Hattie or something, and you're just keeping it because it belongs in the family, but you really don't like it, hey, maybe put it in the closet or get rid of it.
Exactly. And as you're speaking, Michelle, and having experienced you for myself for so many years, there's a word that you teach me every single time we're together, and it's to breathe. It's your breath. And through your breath, you can get all those things that you just said. However, if you're, as you demonstrated, closed up and feeling confined and feeling dark for you, you can't breathe.
Right.
You can't take a breath in. And when it comes out, where is it going? Where is it going? To get that next breath to come in. So, yes, for you, I see that every time we speak. You have that, you've created breath around you. And you can only do that when you're surrounded with things that make you happy.
It's true. It's true. You want to be surrounded in nature, be surrounded in your home. And you can, if you are in a place that doesn't make you happy, that the things are not really making you happy, there's something you can do until you can set yourself up better, which is to help your system relax on the inside. You really want, that's what the breath really does, is it just changes your brainwave state when you focus inside and let yourself be aware. And that breathing, conscious being in your body, like letting yourself feel this space that you have to live in, which is inside you. When you can really feel your system, it's a really great way to let yourself totally drop a lot of the stress vibrations. But it does take practice. It's a skill. Like, you do have to practice it, just like you have to really practice, if you practice feeling good in your environment and just letting yourself enjoy what's going on. I call that practice, but it really is a practice. Then you build more feeling good vibrations in your own environment. It becomes more and more and more of a sacred place for you.
Yes, and as you do that, you also now are open to seeing what isn't right for you.
It's true.
Because you're feeling so good, and then you look at an item and you say, wow, what's that doing there? I don't like that. Or it's making me feel a certain way, and it's not good. So I give permission to whomever is listening here to get rid of things that don't make them feel good.
That's so great.
It's okay, because you're more important than any item, any object, anything. And if it does have sentimental value, as you're pointing out, yes, you can put it in a closet, you can take a picture of it, you can re-gift it, you can give it back to the person if they're still available. And there's many things you can do, but you don't have to take on the responsibility of that item and the responsibility of that feeling.
That's so great. I think that's really called letting go.
It is. It is. Let go and love yourself.
Let go and love yourself. Hey, maybe that's the title of the new book,
Okay. Okay, I'll write that down.
That's fantastic. Let go and love yourself. Okay, I'm going to make that my mantra today.
Yeah, let's
Let
write
go.
that together, Michelle. We can create a beautiful world with that mantra.
Let go and love yourself. I love it. This has been so fun today.
For sure.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, your time today, and it's so fun to talk to you. I just want to add one more thing. You helped me totally redo my house when we had such a big, I had to redo my whole house because of a flood. And when you helped me redo it, we brought in more light, we brought in more space, we brought in more openings, all the things that we're talking about today, and we brought in the colors that I thought, first of all, I thought the colors were going to make me feel good, but the first colors I picked out didn't. So we brought in the colors that did change my whole landscape and environment. And I think that's just really, really important.
It is, it's everything. And on a personal note, it was a joy for me to watch you go through that.
Oh, that's great.
It was just beautiful because you let it happen, Michelle. And that's another point about all this, that you have to let it happen. You have
It's
to.
true.
Now we have the word for it. We have to let go.
Let go and love yourself.
Let it happen.
It's true. All right. I look forward to another conversation with you, Barbara. This was amazing. Thank you so much.
I look forward to it as well. It was amazing for me too, Michelle.
Great. So just reminding everyone, Barbara Kaplan with Design Dimensions, where can they reach you?
Just barbarakaplan.com or pijaromethod.com, as well as when you go to my websites, you can also take the color and design preference profile. It's free, and have some fun discovering who you are.
Okay, that's amazing. Amazing. And you can reach me, Michelle Brown, Michell, no E, Brown.com. So we'll put all those links below, and just wishing everyone an amazing day, and to whatever you need to let go of and love yourself with, go for it.
Go for it.
That is awesome. Thank you.